So, who here is familiar with lexers, lexer generators? Does anyone actually actively work with them? I'm talking to you then. So in the beginning, there was Rex. It's a lexer generator by Arima Yasuhiro, but unfortunately its author is AWOL. He doesn't respond to email even when Aaron writes him in Japanese. And we wanted it to do more. So tenderlove forked it, and there was Rex. So, Rexicle. And it was good. Eventually, for me, it wasn't enough. So Ruby Parser has a handwritten lexer. It is hand-tuned. It is optimized based on statistics, running through a huge corpus of Ruby code, and it is an unmaintainable piece of shit. This, in 3-point font, is the one lexer method, and it's 966 lines of code long. What? It flogs at about 1,200, with the industry average being 10. So I have specific needs that Rexicle doesn't fit. So I was thinking about extending it, but unfortunately the original author made Rex GPL, and therefore Rexicle is too. So I went clean room on it, and originally I tried to just process the source files and then started adding features and so on and so forth. So eventually, I killed off the father, and we have Oedipus Lex. This is the mother of all lexers, a prince among gems, and it is my independent lexer fork. It is self-bootstrapping. If you understand that last joke, don't tell anyone else. It's self-bootstrapping. I wrote the lexer in itself, and eventually got it passing its own tests. I've added massive extensions to it. It's not entirely backwards compatible with the original syntax of Rexicle, but it's really close, so it actually takes only about 5 minutes to swap over. It uses Ruby a lot more directly, so I use plain regular expressions instead of trying to reinvent them with a new syntax. I use plain interpolation instead of trying to reinvent a new macro system, macros. I added predicate methods so you can filter your lexer rules intelligently using plain old Ruby. Action methods so that you can call out to action methods, and it lets you keep your lexical description separate from the action code. Lets you write unit tests a lot cleaner too. Cleaned up state changes and added a bunch of other syntactic shortcuts so that the lexer file is as small and readable as possible. And this is the new lexer code. And that all translates into one big method as well, but it's this is a 6-point font, so you can actually sort of kind of read it, and it's only 155 lines long. Now granted, a lot of that got extracted into action methods, but whatever. It's not quite done yet. I still have 4 tests to get fixed. I want to add some more optimizations that I did by hand against the original, but I'd love to demo it to you if you are interested in such a tool, so grab me at some point in time throughout the conference. Thank you.